Hi guys, how are you? This is Ernest from EBM Scholars and I welcome you to my show. Today I'm going to have a very short video explaining the big difference between official transcript and unofficial transcript. If you have ever tried to apply for scholarships, whether it's in the US, whether it's in Europe, whether it's in Latin America, whatever part of the world, they might ask you submit official transcript or unofficial transcript is accepted. And I will talk more about, first of all, in America, that is the most one. They will tell you upfront official versus unofficial. But people do not understand what is the difference between the two. Because if they say you have to submit the official transcript and you bring an official transcript, you are toasted. Okay? Before I go and show the examples about everything, remember to subscribe to the channel. Click the button at this corner, it says subscribe, and then share the link to someone else, especially those who are still at the university or those who are recently graduated. They are looking for these kind of opportunities, but they get confused. So, official versus unofficial. What makes transcript official and what makes one transcript unofficial? So, in the American education system, it's very clear. Once you graduate, or even if you haven't graduated, a student can request to get a transcript just like any other university. But once you request to get a transcript, there are three main ways of you to be given that kind of transcript. The first one, which usually it's called just unofficial, which they send direct the transcript through email PDF. There is another way they give that transcript to a student. And there is another way they send that transcript to a particular institution, a particular university on your behalf. Because when I apply, for instance, I apply University of Notre Dame, I will ask University of San Diego to send my transcript to certain university. So they have that service. So instead of sending to me in my PO box or my home address, I put the address, send this one to admission officer to this address. They do on your behalf. Obviously, you are paying. It might be $5, $10, depending on each university. So the transcript which is sent is given to a student, apart from the PDF one, which is obviously unofficial, it is written unofficial, is the transcript which is already in the sealed envelope. So it is the transcript given by the university in a sealed envelope. The envelope must be from the university. I can give you, this is one of my transcript, for instance. It is on the envelope already in the sealed one. So this is the University of Dar es Salaam envelope. So it's the official envelope. So it has to be sealed. So once it is sealed, so it can be written the name here on the front, wherever everything is normal. But if it's given to a student, it has to be signed at the end with a stamp. That means a student hasn't opened this one. If you open this one, it becomes unofficial. So any transcript in the form of a paper like this one, given to a student, open, is unofficial. No matter whether it has original signature, it has original stamp, it doesn't matter. As long as it is open, it is unofficial for them. But if it is in the envelope, sealed envelope, whether the university sent to another university or another institute you wanted them to send on your behalf, it is official, or it is sealed, but they give to you sealed. Then you are going to put the name of the university you want. That is still official. So, basically, this transcript, my transcript, it has that, I don't know if you can see, there is that big seal somewhere here. And at the end, there is official signature here. You can see there. So this is technically is supposed to be official. But I'll explain the challenges many students from developing countries are facing from this kind of transcript. So the universities in our countries, in developing countries, they have the problem of not sharing the transcript. They don't have the service. They don't have the service of They don't have the service of sending transcript to the university. If you are applying to University of, for instance, in Sweden or in the Netherlands, they don't send this transcript on your behalf. It's not official part of the system. So you have on your own to request. Sometimes you have to beg them to put in the official envelope, and then they give you to go to send it. So it is very tough. So once they tell you send the official, they don't care about your system in your country. So you have in your wherever, you have to go to talk with the registrar, to the admission, whatever the people who are dealing with the transcript, convince them to put in the envelope so that they can put it there, put the stamp, and then you can be able to send. Because if you don't send with that one, if the university says we have to get the official transcript, they will not admit you with an official transcript, or they might admit you on a conditional offer. That until you submit this one, you can whatever. But sometimes when you have conditional offer, it is very difficult to be given or granted scholarships. So that is the big challenge many people are facing. So it is your responsibility to find that one. Then there are those people, certain universities, another challenge in many developing countries, I can give the example of in Africa, certain universities, they give just 3 transcripts, for instance, or 5 transcripts, that's all. If you lose them, these papers is gone. So if you get like 3 transcripts, so you end up making photocopies, and people will end up doing like this way. We are going to notarize this one, like this is the true copy of the original, to certify from the notary public and commission of oath that this is the original documents. You see, like this. You see, like you end up like having the you see, like you have the seal over there. It shows like this is the true copy of the original from attorney. But remember, this kind of documentation, they might be applicable to your country. But if you bring this kind of documentation, if they want the original, they say they need is official transcript, and you submit this one, whether it is from the court, whether it's from commission of oath and notary public in your country, it doesn't count. It will still considered to be unofficial, unless otherwise it is this way and sent by the university, from your university to another university, or from the official kind of envelopes, which I'm talking about. So that is something also to consider when they tell you this is, we want official documentation. And sometimes there is another language which many people don't understand when they say, please submit the diploma. Send us your diploma. The problem is many countries, the English we are using is different from American English. For instance, in British or whatever, like when someone in Africa, someone in Latin America, whatever. So, I have a diploma. Diploma is the level of education. Like between from high school to university, you go to a college, maybe 2 years. Polytechnic, those one you get diploma is a level of education. Diploma in education, diploma in plumbing, diploma in something. But in American English, if you say diploma, diploma is that certificate. The university, when you graduate, they will give you a document like this one is a transcript which has actual list of courses you took and the grade. But if you have this one like University of Dar es Salaam, this is the certificate, this is certified that Ernest Makulilo has been certified degree in political science and language studies, over this kind of degree. If you get this one, this is what is called diploma. So in America, when they tell you submit transcript and diploma, they mean submit your certificate, university you have been awarded a degree. And the transcript is the one with actual names of the courses and the grades. So, but this one, obviously, they cannot send you, tell you, submit the official diploma, because they cannot tell you, because this one, even in US, technically they're supposed to give you one unless there's something happen, you lose it or something like that way. But we know for sure that, but transcript is supposed to be granted many times according to the request. But what if university doesn't do that is up to you on how you can be able to get that kind of transcript, which is supposed to be official. That means don't laminate this kind of transcript. They are not supposed to be laminated. Yeah. Any questions so far? Did you know there is that big difference between the two? Because many people, they get denied, they don't get scholarships because they don't have that one. I know a friend of mine applied, got admission, but it was conditional. So she had to fly to Tanzania, and they didn't give transcript to anybody. So but the good thing, she was going further for vacation, so she had to get that one sent by DHL very fast to secure a scholarship. So she ended up spending over 150 to send it quick. So it's very tough sometimes to get this kind of situation to be sorted out. But remember, what does official transcript mean? Unofficial, what does that mean? Because if you don't submit the correct information, you can lose opportunity to get a scholarship. So let me end up here about the transcript. Official versus unofficial transcript. You need to know that one, and you have to know the policy of your university and how you can find a way on how to get official transcript if you are applying for admissions and scholarships, whether it's Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, Mexico, China, South Korea, Japan, Europe, any country. You have to know the requirements for admission and special to get a conditional offer. So thank you everybody, and remember to subscribe to my channel. Let me end up here. Thank you again, and goodbye everyone. I would like to say I appreciate what you have been doing, what you have been watching, liking the videos, making the comments, all those good stuff.